Good morning. Just completed my workout on the road here in St. Louis. It's the last day of a multi-day workshop. And I completed one of my most impactful forms of self-care, exercise. I make sure that my minimum commitment per week is 3 days per week, getting at least 25 minutes of elevated heart rate. Doesn't matter what form of exercise it is, but it needs to be 25 minutes of an elevated heart rate 3 times a week. That's my commitment to myself. Well, exercise is one of 7 low or no cost forms of self-care. Now, why this is important to tackle burnout is particularly in caregiving and healthcare organizations. People thrive on caring for others. It's what drives them. It's what motivates them. It's why they got into it in the first place. Unfortunately, over time, juggling the demands of work, of responsibilities outside of work, and just how life is, it piles up. And a concern for their patients and their patients' families, all those emotions, and then what they've got going on in their personal life pile on. And if team members who want to provide an excellent customer and patient experience don't take care of themselves, they risk burnout. That's why the burnout rate on average for healthcare, caregiving organizations is almost 50%. It's 49%. Half your team, statistically, is at risk for burnout. Now, burnout doesn't mean that they quit all of a sudden. It just means they're not the same person that they were a year, 2, 3 years ago. And it's having an impact on their loved ones, on their coworkers, and on their patients, but it's especially having an impact on themselves. And sometimes what it takes is somebody that they don't know coming in and reminding them of those priorities. Take care of themselves. See, the reason I do my workshops in the way that I do is I start off with the patient, who appears to be the most important customer in this equation, but they're not. As I work through the different types of customers, I end up with the most important customer, and that's ourselves. If we don't take care of ourselves, we are shortchanging all the others. We can't take the best care of others if we're not taking care of ourselves. Now, it's not measure for measure, but it needs to be intentional and it needs to be consistent. And that's what my workshop does. Customer Discovery has my most demanded session for nonprofits, caregiving organizations, and healthcare organizations because they need that reminder. In order to take the very best care of others, you've got to take care of yourself. If this resonates with you and you think could be of value to your team, reach out to me. There's a link. Just click 15-minute, no obligation conversation. I would love to encourage your team to take care of themselves a little bit more and more often.